To other stories, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Rural Electrification Agency, Ahmad Salihijo, says the Tinubu administration has now taken a bold step towards ensuring food security in the country. Now, this is through the recent deployment of solar mini-grids across agrarian communities nationwide. TVC News' Owolabi Adenusi filed in this report.
Gorin town in Fufore local government area of Adamawa state is known for rice production. The Rural Electrification Agency has now installed 100 kilowatt solar mini grid in the community to mitigate spilling cost of energy due to the removal of subsidy on fuel. The 100 kilowatt solar mini grid power plant, built by the agency through a private developer. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Rural Electrification Agency explains the idea behind the mini-grid, which is to provide power for processing so that rice millers' dependency on petrol is reduced.
You can see it's a hub for rice milling, and these are typically the kind of areas that we had to target within each of the geopolitical zone. In other zones, we have targeted areas where there is community farming, especially around fishing. In other areas, we have targeted communities that are within borders, where you can find that there's a lot of economic activity. So the key here is that we ensure that these projects are going to communities that have existing economic activities so that they are able to afford and use the power.
Similar projects in the Northeast Geopolitical Zone has seen 5 other communities also equipped with 100 kilowatt solar mini-grid system. There are a total of 40 isolated power distribution systems alone in Adamawa targeted at rural communities where the predominant activity there is agriculture.
So the focus of the project is to see how we can incentivize the agricultural process.
The Rice Millers Association in the state are happy with this project, which installation has addressed power challenges experienced by the rice millers.
We, the rice millers, are in need of the solar energy. It is beneficial to us. We need it desperately.
Those that are benefiting from the projects are really excited, and we really appreciate the effort of this agency for their effort to contribute to the development of this community.
Residents believe this step by Tinubu administration will greatly help the nation achieve food security.
The Nigerian Stored Products Research Institute is proposing that the National Youth Service Corps allows the institute to train corps members in the country on agric value addition and post-value harvest management. The executive director of the institute, Professor Lateef Sani, made the proposal at the 9th edition of the capacity building of 50 corps members in Kwara State. Ibrahim Alege has details, and after this report, we'll bring you updates in business and sports. Stay with us.
Nigeria is blessed with fertile arable land suitable for farming. Post-harvest loss is one of the major challenges confronting the nation's agricultural sector. With our new administration on board, expectations are high that the Bola Tinubu government will give adequate attention to agriculture. At this capacity training on agric value addition and post-harvest management, the Nigerian Stored Products Research Institute is asking corps members to take advantage of this renewed vigor.
The president alluded to the fact that there is need for us to reduce post-harvest losses. In fact, he stressed the importance of growing the small medium enterprises, most especially providing storage facilities for our smallholder farmers.
After their one-week training, the corps members are able to come up with samples of agric produce they have added value to. Impressed with this, the institute proposes to train corps members across the country.
And we are ever ready to extend this partnership to the national body of NYSC, to be able to train all corps members as much as possible for these enterprises. And we are still going to support any one of you that can come out with bankable business proposal that we are going to award 2 million naira.
Other speakers at the event emphasized the need for youths to acquire skills and be employers of labor.
The era of white-collar job should be jettisoned. We should move towards skill-driven society. Some of us are still struggling to build a house because of this regular source of or singular source of income, which is called salary. And salary is what? Slavery. So please don't look at us. Look at the future of this country. And vocational training is the answer.
The training is expected to make the core members to be self-reliant and eventually become employers of labor. Ibrahim Alige, TVC News, Ilorin.
In the meantime, President Tinubu earlier today met former Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode, Kaduna Governor as well, Uba, in Aso Rock. The meeting is coming after the president met with Mr. Ambode at the state reception organized for him by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on June the 29th. The perceived return of Mr. Ambode to the mainstream of Lagos politics reportedly began with Governor Sanwo-Olu's visit to his predecessor's home to celebrate his 60th birthday on June the 14th. There are indications that President Tinubu is considering Mr. Ambode for an appointment in his government, with this meeting believed to be an avenue to conclude discussions on it. The president also received in audience the Kaduna State Governor, Senator Uba Sani. We're staying with the traveling schedule of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is expected to participate in the 5th Media Coordination Meeting of the African Union in Nairobi, Kenya, on Saturday. As the chairperson of ECOWAS, the Nigerian leader will join heads of state and government, foreign ministers of the AU member states, and high-level dignitaries at the media meeting. The president will present a report on the status of regional integration in ECOWAS, highlighting actions carried out during the period under review by ECOWAS institutions, member states, the private sector, and other stakeholders to deepen integration through trade, free movement of persons, investment promotion, infrastructure development, peace, security, and stability. The 5th MYCM, which is convening under the AU's theme for 2023, is christened Acceleration of African Continental Free Trade Area Implementation. President Tinubu, who will be accompanied by senior government officials, is expected to return to the country at the conclusion of the meeting.